Welcome back to another episode on Happily Ever After. We are
The Raj family.
We have another exciting topic to talk on today, and that is on our trip to India. But before we talk about what happened in India, we want to talk about what was our anticipation, what were we looking for, what were we scared for when we go and spend time in India. Honey, what were you looking forward to?
Definitely, I was looking forward to visit a country I had never been to. I had never been to Asia, period. And I was like, this is my first time. Everything is going to be so new. That is the country where my husband is from. And for the first time, I get to go and see it. And so it was like I've been to South America, North America. I've had a taste or kind of imagined Central America, even though technically I haven't been to. And then Europe. But other places, it's always like anticipation. How is it going to be? What's going to be the difference? Because each continent has certain vibes as well. And at the same time, every country has its own culture.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of questions, a lot of how is it? So I would ask you a lot of questions. And what did you say when I would ask you many questions?
I would say I cannot give you an answer because for me it's been 11 years since I was last in India. So it is hard for me to say, yes, this is how the country is, because I was pretty sure there was going to be a lot of changes. Even before coming to the US or before leaving India, I started seeing a lot of changes happening there. So at this point, if I say, this is how it is going to be, it is going to be an incorrect information because I am talking about something that was 11 years ago. And what was I expecting?
Yeah, what were your thoughts? Because that's like going back home.
For me, I was looking forward to showing Debbie the place where I was born, the houses we lived in, the schools I've gone to, and all of that. But again, for me, I had no clue what I was going to look forward to. I mean, what I was going to expect there, because I was not sure how it was going to be. But all I know was I was really excited. I was really thrilled that I'm going back to my country after 11 years.
And in the process, as we were making plans to go, there were different comments and people saying different things. So he was not sure. I was less sure, but I was like, as long as I'm with you and you're from there, I feel I'm safe.
What was things that you were looking forward to, that you were excited to experience or looking forward to?
I think I was really looking forward to new experiences. So not things that I've experienced before, but kind of how does it feel to be filled with people around you? How does it feel to, have different little shops and different transportation or just different experiences? So I was looking forward to that. I was also really looking forward to the wedding of some good friends that we were going to. I was just looking forward to meet the bride. I was looking forward to just see good friends after a long time and meet a lot of new family that you knew, but many years went by, others that were extended relatives that we both were meeting for the first time. So that was really like, how is it going to be, So in a way, I tried not to look Google places to just kind of imagine, but I was imagining little towns and villages, and then I look and it's like millions of people and like huge buildings. I was like, whoa, we're going to some fancy localities as well. So I was a little shocked, and then I was like, okay, my thoughts of India and what I see that this cities are as like not really matching. So I was looking forward to see it for myself, because when I would see Instagram videos, some would say, they showed the bad parts of India, but India has like amazing rich localities and so fancy and so developed. So I was really like, wow, I want to have a clear picture for myself of what India looks like and what it feels like to be there. So I think seeing people, friends, family, just experiencing India for myself, definitely I knew food would be also, I mean, I know that was a top for you. For me, it was not top, But also, I was curious to try new things and just experience the real deal.
Good, good. For me, it was, of course, visiting people, some of our good friends. It's been a while since we spent time with them, so we got to see them. We got to see my relatives. As Debbie said, it's been years since I actually met them. Some of them I saw them in 2005, 3, maybe around that. So I was excited to go and see them again, and a lot of people. The funny thing is, I did not even know there were so many relatives for us, and they all started making plans that we will go and visit them. So it became a really, really packed trip. We went there only for 2 weeks, but then those 2 weeks were really packed with
And cut short because of the time change. Like leave here on a Wednesday, we arrive there on
Thursday
Thursday.
night, almost midnight.
Yeah, so it's like you lose a couple days.
Yeah, yeah. So all those things were there, and obviously I was looking forward for the food because one of my friends he lived in the U.S. for a while, and then he went back to India, and he told me that, listen, you might have eaten a lot of food, Indian food in the U.S., but eating Indian food in India, it's a very different thing. The flavors are so enhanced, and it's another level. So he already shared that. So I was really excited to. I'm already drooling.
Like for 2 months before the trip, he almost forgot everything in between and he was just thinking about going to India and trying the real thing. And I can only imagine after so long, it was like you were looking forward to something that almost you had forgotten.
Yeah, yeah. And she's so true. I forgot there were like two big events that were happening during that time, and I completely forgot about that. I forgot that we had a family vacation. Not that I forgot, but I remembered, but I was not able to focus more on the family vacation that was coming up. I was thinking more about how it is going to be in India and the food we will be trying, the people we will be meeting. And also for me, it was very special because taking my wife for the first time, for me, first time in 11 years, for her, first time ever, and now going back to India as a couple, first time. So I had a lot of plans in my mind. I wanted her to try different things, and some things worked out, some things didn't really work out because of the packed schedule. But overall, we truly enjoyed our time. I truly enjoyed our time there because then we got to experience some of the newest things that she has not experienced in her life before.
We'll share some more in upcoming episodes of our actual experience there. But all of this was like how we felt and what we anticipated and what we actually also feared about going to India. So, what were some fears you had, like of going there, bringing me there?
My biggest fear was safety, Debbie's safety, because I don't know, again, after 11 years, it could have become good, it could have become bad, but recently listening to some of the news, Indian news, there was not really promising news to watch. And a few months ago, there was a girl that got raped and killed and all of those things. And then a couple other friends were talking about like how it is important to keep her safe and maybe go as friends as a group or something like that. So that was my biggest concern. Again, it's not like I was settled that it's going to be a safety is going to be a big issue, but I wasn't sure what to expect, and yeah, that was my biggest fear. And how about you?
I knew that I didn't have fear about that because I felt secure going with you. And it was funny because with different fears you had, I remember my brother that we saw him before we went to India. He was like, don't be so afraid. Like Devi has been in many different countries and she survived even in the middle of like guerrilla issues and the military in other countries. And so he was like, it's gonna be okay. So I was like, oh,
Just so some of them that might not know what is this guerrilla issues.
it's some. I was in Colombia for some time, and there's different sometimes turmoils between certain groups and the military, and so certain areas
Gangsters, basically.
you could name it like
Okay.
that. So if you search, you will get a lot more details about it. But it's two groups against each other, and they fight. And many times there's different situations that happen. So I went there by myself when I was 18, 19, and sometimes I faced different things that I was like, whoa, never in my life I faced this. Like you should be inside the house after a certain time, if not they might kill, and just a lot of things that are not the safest. And so some areas are called red areas, so there's more fights and kidnapping and all of that going on. So I think through living in different countries and traveling to other places, I had learned number one, to keep your belongings safe, to always act a little bit like you're in your own world, not too friendly and open with others. And so you kind of are careful what times you're out, where you're out, because those things can make a big difference in certain countries. And now, almost anywhere in the world, there is a lot of those
Yeah.
circumstances
Yeah.
that you have to be mindful and not just free spirited, because it's better to prevent than to cure certain things. But besides that, so safety, I was like, probably somewhat similar to South America, certain places. But I didn't know what to expect, so I was not fearing almost anything. And people also mention a lot, like, be careful not to get sick with the food and the water and this and that. So, but I've been to many other countries and I just drink tap water.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
so I was like, I probably already had a lot of parasites in my life that my body is kind of not so sensitive to new things. But we did plan ahead and we said, let's get some good quality filter waters that would filter bacteria, viruses, and all of the above. So we did do that and drink water, bottled water.
Bottled water.
Yes, bottled waters.
And also we did take charcoal with us, activated
Yes.
charcoal tablets, just in case we have stomach upset and we don't know. But I think it is better to have a preventative measures than to
Yeah.
fall sick and then, yeah.
So if any day we tried something, we would be ready to take some, or if we felt sick. And I also took with me extra strength grapefruit seed extract, which is very good antioxidant. So it's good also to kill bacteria, things like that. So sometimes we add it to the water just to increase our immune system. And yeah, we took a couple things, and even our little wellness first aid kit, we took it with us. So we tried to be prepared.
Yeah, and one of the most important thing for me was taking melatonin with me. For some reason, I cannot sleep in the flight, no matter what. This was a hard thing for me, because when we were on our way to Austria, we flew to Turkey. It was how many hours was it? 8 hours, 8 hours or 10 hours, something like that. I didn't sleep even a bit. I was awake throughout the time. I was not able to fall asleep. And if I don't sleep, then my immune system gets lowered. And if my immune system gets lowered, I fall sick. If I fall sick, she falls sick. And then it's not a good thing. So this time we were like, you know what? We're going to take melatonin. Whatever may happen, we will take it in the flight. And if we are not able to fall asleep in India, in any place, we will take melatonin so that our sleep will be regular and we won't fall sick.
And we hoped they were good because we had not tried them, and some work really good, others not as good. So we took our little things with hopes that everything would be useful and work if needed.
Yes. Yeah. Was there anything else that...
Yes,
Yes,
there were a
go
few
ahead,
more
go ahead, go
things.
ahead.
So, different people started sharing with me, maybe you should be careful. There's a lot of dust in India, so take some
yeah, that's
masks.
true.
And I was like, are we going to be covered in dust the whole time? Like, how is it going to be? And then it was mentioned it's rainy season in India. So it's going to be pouring. So bring rain boots and coats. And I was like, what should I pack? Like, is it going to be cold? But it looks the weather like it's going to be in the 80s, but pouring rain. So I was like, I don't have a raincoat. So I had to buy a raincoat. And then it was like, there's not much toilet paper. So I was asking Martin, like, how does it work? And what did you tell me?
They don't use toilet paper in India. But again, I do not know how it is right now. Before I left India, they had the toilets that we have in the US. And India, we call it as Western toilet because it is a Western system. And they would have the sprays for water, right?
Before you left.
Before we left, yeah.
Oh.
Before I left, yeah.
Oh,
But it was not a very common thing in all the places. Very few places, very few houses had it, but not everyone had it. So when I left India, it was more of a squatting toilet where you sit down or squat down, not sit down, squat. And yeah, you do the job and then
I was fine with squatting because Argentina also had, again, I don't know right now, but in certain public locations it was squatting, but there was always toilet paper, at least that you took with yourself. Not necessarily they had it in the bathroom because, you know, it can get expensive and some countries save that, but we traveled with it. And so some family members were like, you know, make sure you take toilet paper, wipes, everything needed just for that. So I got that as well. And I was like, I cannot take rolls of toilet paper. So I found some very unique hikers type of antibacterial and whatever else type of pads that you can use when you use the restroom, just wipes.
And also
And I
food
didn't
wipes.
use them, not even once, just saying. But I had them with me, and yeah, just wet wipes. So I had my things ready, and I was like, what to expect? And he did mention, I was like, if there's no toilet paper, he said, well, it's generally buckets of water and a little like bucket. So like 2 buckets,
mug, yeah.
one with the water and one just to pour. And I was like, I've never done that. So I was like, okay, let's see how the toilet situation is. So that was something I was kind of trying to get ready. The dust, the rain, the toilet paper,
Mask we didn't
getting
take.
sick when I eat, and just wondering because I saw Martin getting a little concerned about my safety. I was like, well, if he's concerned now, I'm not sure how should I feel. So those were the things that I was more like, all right, let's see how it is.
Yeah, I think you covered pretty much the points that were kind of on the iffy side as well. Not sure how it would go. But coming back to the exciting parts, as I shared, I was thinking more of showing her different places, and I had few plans. Some of the things that she has never tried in her life before, in terms of juice or food, I wanted her to try, and I was really looking forward to that. And but again, the population wise, how crowded it's going to be, she will have to experience it by herself, because I myself do not know how it is going to be, because when I left the country it was 1.2 billion, I think. Now it is 1.4. Actually, it's almost 1.5 if it is not passed already. It's 1.5 billion, so it's going to be really crowded. But even with all of that, I wasn't sure how it will be when we get there. How will the place look? How will the houses I lived look like? All those things were there, but I was really looking forward to showing her and giving her a small tour. And yeah, it was a very exciting, thrilling moments for me to go to India.
Definitely, it was an exciting trip, something we looked forward to, something we got ready for as best as we could. And then there was another thing that I was also looking forward. Martin would say, I want to get some clothes for you. Like, there's some nice things there. And so I was looking forward to be in India and get things in India,
Yes.
and just experience that, which is huge, different fabrics and styles and everything. So
Yeah, and also I want, because we are going for our friend's wedding, I wanted her to have that full experience, because in the US you have anywhere from 20 people or even 10 people to like 200 people, and 200 people is like a huge wedding. In India 200 people is a small wedding. So
tiny wedding.
yeah, and our friends, they had 1,500, a little over 1,500 people attend the wedding, and so we were like, okay, 1,500 people. How is it going to be? Because we are usually used to attending weddings in the churches and then reception right outside or somewhere close by, and not, you don't imagine 1,500 people fitting in that.
I
So
know.
it was a lot of anticipation there as well. And the other thing is, in weddings in India, they have this thing called as banana leaf. It's a banana leaf experience. So I wanted her to experience that as well. So we were we were excited. Part of it, we didn't know what to expect. Part of it, we knew what to expect and we were excited about it. Part of it, we were not sure if it will happen or not. We were kind of on the scary side, but we had things that we took or we planned to take with us, so that if something happens, we can have the charcoal or whatever, whatever
Yeah.
we needed.
There was one thing that at the last minute I was like, we don't have it, but somehow maybe we'll get it. That was like insect mosquito repellent.
Uh-huh.
I know for mosquito, vanilla extract or vanilla essential oil works wonders, but I didn't have it and I couldn't get it at the last minute, so we just left. And that was something that should have been on our,
List.
yeah, for sure to take. But yeah, it was definitely a wonderful anticipation time, an exciting time to go to see places, to meet people, to experience it. And for me, there's nothing like experience it for yourself, because what people say, it's different perspectives, and some
Yeah.
will be great, some are like, no, I don't like it, others, it's so good, I like it more than other places. And then it's like, I want to see, I want to experience it.
Yeah.
So I was so excited and so grateful that the opportunity opened up and everything worked out so that we could go together.
Absolutely. And as Debbie rightly said, there were people who said, "Oh, it's not the best experience," and yada yada yada. And then some other people were like, "It's very different. You're going to enjoy yourselves there. Go ahead and do it. It's a very beautiful place," and yada yada yada. How did it go? What did we do? And was it a good experience or a bad experience? We will share that in the next episode. And until then, God bless you. Take care.